Hi, it's Roni, and welcome to JQCrafty's Subbie Hop and Giveaway. Yeah, she has reached 1,000 subbies, which is totally awesome. And she is having a giveaway, so don't forget about that part. Make sure you go to her channel. And this is the layout that she did that I'm going to scrap lift. And it is so cute. She did it for 20 days of cut files back in December, I think first 20 days of December. I think it's the very first one. And I'm showing it there. I just printed it out in black and white so I'd know what to do. And there's the star, and I got my star dies, and I got a Christmas die for the Christmas tree and Tim Holtz dies. And then she's got a very big gnome. I'm going to have a small gnome. And I'm going to use that largest triangle for my tree. So mine's not going to be as skinny. And let's see what else is there. Oh, I'm going to use a ribbon off of there to go on my jar because her tree has a jar on the bottom. And I'm showing those little die cuts there. They were already made when I bought them. I got them off of eBay once a long time ago. Probably, gosh, 6, 7 years ago. And they were already made and everything. Per her layout, she has torn paper, so I tore mine. And that paper I used is Echo Park, both pieces. The one is called Dots and Stripes, and it's like extra to go with like all their Christmas collections for that season. And uh, oh, the jar was a little tall. So I cut off the bottom and then I rounded the corner so it looked like a jar again. Well, I'm going to put so much there, you're not going to see the bottom anyway, so I rounded them for nothing. I decided to make my trunk green instead of making it brown. And yeah, I just wanted to go with the same colors thereabouts, as far as the shade and tint and everything, it is darker that the tree is and the jar is. And the tree part, I believe, is an old Chamel paper. And then the jar is one I've had since I first started scrapbooking. It's 8.5 by 11 paper. And I got it at the local scrapbook store. And I could probably tell you the name of it if I thought to look beforehand because it's stamped pretty big on the back, but I didn't even think to look. These little die cuts, I was looking for a die that was tiny Christmas lights, which I still haven't got. And I seen the die cuts and you got several pieces. I think it was like a dozen for $1. And I was sure surprised when they came already assembled. So all I've had to do was cut them and glue them on this tree. I didn't have to do much at all. And I think I've got 3 more left that I can use on a tree sometime. The picture there of Hope, it's from 2019. And she is checking out the Christmas tree. And she's on her little Mickey Mouse, well, Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse. No, it's pink. It is Minnie Mouse. Little scooter thing. And there was 2 photos, and the other photo, she was so cute. Her little foot's up in the air and everything, but it was blurry. And I thought, which one should I do? Or should I do both? I thought about doing both, and I thought, I can go ahead and do the other one later and do it along the lines of Mickey. I mean, Minnie. I keep saying Mickey. I don't know why, but Minnie Mouse. Well, she does have red on and has Minnie Mouse on her shirt too. So she does. She did like Minnie Mouse. She likes a few other things now. I use it's Lawn Fawn star die set, and I use the largest one. Well, I think it's the largest one. There's another one pretty good size, but this one's stitched and had the center out, so I decided to make it in a little shaker. And the things I put in there are little teeny tiny, I mean tiny stars to go with the star theme. And my gnome is a die set. It is not punch art this time. There was a couple that mentioned that they cheated and had die sets. That is so not cheating. You are still using your tools and putting together a die. I love die sets that have all the pieces. However, I am going to mention that I can make a gnome a whole lot faster from scratch with punches and my other dies than I can with this set right here. It's a lot of little parts, but it turns out adorable. So it does take a little longer, but it is so cute. Anyway, I told them that I did have a die set with a gnome, and I thought I'm going to use it and show that I do have a die set that is a gnome. And yeah, it's just as cute as it can be. I made it. It's not exactly red, but it sure is close. Polka dots. And the dot part is a pink for sure. But I am adding pink accents with it. I know it's a boy, it's got a beard, but I wanted to go with the pink. The paper I have in the background, it is pink and silver. And I didn't think about it reflecting on the light, but it does a tiny bit, but it's still cute. And I thought, I'm going to go ahead and finish my layout anyway. One time I got some mirrored Christmas cardstock. Well, it's paper that was printed and everything, but it was mirrored. And it had such a big glare you couldn't even see the paper. All you saw was a glare. So I could not finish that layout. It is still in the iris container because it never got made into a layout. I'll have to do it when I'm not on film sometime. Uh, the little hat didn't have a little ball, so I just punched out one, and it does have little patches. And so I put the patches on there. Now I'm doing the highlighting. And when you do the highlighting, you want to think in your head what direction the light is and kind of have it that way. Usually I have it to the left, but sometimes I have it from the left but up higher, in my head. I'm thinking where the light might hit. And so I just put the little white dots and dashes in places I think it might hit. Those candy canes I forgot to show where I got them. They were already stamped. They're stamps from Diamond Press. And they do have a matching die to go with them, but I just fussy cut those out when I made them. And they're darker because I used that Tim Holtz positioner and went over them several times. The first time they weren't quite dark enough at all. I made a whole bunch, and I think these were probably the two I had left. I made them last year. I mean, not this past Christmas, but the one before. And let's see. Oh, the stars. The set had several different stars in there. So I just went ahead and made some, and then they had spaces between them because they are stars and take up a lot of paper to make stars. And so I made a bunch of the little ones too, and here I am throwing them on there. Jacqie used sequins on her light bulbs, and so I pulled my sequins out thinking I'd scatter them, but once I scattered the stars, I decided I don't guess I need the sequins after all. And I was going to do the enamel dots, same thing. I thought, oh, I've got the stars scattered. I don't need the enamel dots either. And I did notice right there at the last second, so I didn't have much time to think about this, she has the date in the upper left-hand corner. Well, I've got a star up there already, so I decided to put it to the left side, and I'm just handwriting the date. Well, I put it on there and everything. I think it looks okay, and then I put it on the layout and changed my mind. So I am going to get a little piece of white cardstock out and put on top of that and do my date again. But yeah, it's December of 2019. But make sure you check out everybody's links down there below and see what they created today if they scraplift one of Jacqie's layouts. And make sure you go to Jacqie's channel. She is having a giveaway. You need to find out what you have to do to be in the giveaway. I'm not sure. I just know that she's having one. And if you leave a comment down there below, I'll try to get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so much. And thank you so much for watching my video. And there's my Christmas tree. The Christmas had Mary on top, and I just cut it off. And there's an adorable little gnome, and I put his feet with his toes facing inward instead of the opposite way. And he has the cutest little pair of gloves on his hands. Those arms and legs are just so skinny. I mean, they are adorable. And there's my little jar and my tree. And hers had her cut file had a candy cane in the gnome's hand. Well, I just put some candy canes behind the packages instead. But yeah, there he is with his little highlights. So you just highlight wherever you want to, really, practically. Just imagine the light and think, okay, do I want some highlight here or not? I don't really think you could do it wrong because you could have it like the light was coming from straight above and just highlight everywhere. So just put them on there, and I think it makes them look really cute. But I recommend the eyes for sure. If you don't do anything else, highlight the eyes. But that's it. That's my layout, and I hope you all have a happy, scrappy week. Have fun on the hop. Bye.